Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because I'm doing again another special, maybe another series about scams here in Turkey, and we are focusing on actually scams in medical field, and that is scams when you come to do your surgical programs or maybe surgical cosmetic surgeries. So I'm going to be diving in and giving you some of the things that seems to be actually scams to me, and I wanted you to take this seriously, because if you're coming for your medical surgeries here or maybe cosmetic surgeries here, you must be very careful. Not everybody, not every clinic here in Turkey is genuine, and I want you to listen to me and also take care of the things that I want to speak about in this video. So without wasting time, let's dive in.
Our hearts beat to the city street.
So Turkey is a well-known country, not only for its beautiful nature, but also for most or major surgical programs here, or maybe major cosmetic surgeries that people travel from all over their world to come and do their surgical stuff here. And during this time, there are a lot of things that are going on, and most of the people that who normally come here, they are actually, most of them, they are people from outside the country or from outside Turkey. Now, I want to be very clear on this topic because I know a lot of you have been asking me questions about this kind of scams, or maybe this kind of things that are actually happening here and there. And I want to be very clear in terms of actually also clarifying that in most cases, people, or maybe Turkish people, or maybe Turkish hospitals, or majority of them, they are good in terms of actually the services they are giving, but still we still have few things that you should consider, and a few clinics maybe which are not so good in terms of actually results. And I want to be sharing with you some of the things that I feel like warning you, or maybe telling you, so that you can be prepared, whether you are coming for your rhinoplasty, whether you are coming for your BBL, or whether you are coming for your breast enlargement, or maybe you are coming to fix any part of your body. You must be very careful about the things I want to share with you. Without wasting time, the very first one I want to talk about is actually the unlicensed clinics. Yes, I know you might be saying, or maybe you might be thinking, but Turkey has a lot of good clinics, or maybe good professional surgeons. I'm not denying it has a lot of them. There are a lot of good people here, good or maybe best hospitals here in terms of actually this kind of surgical treatment or surgical surgeries. But still, we still have those unlicensed clinics that are actually operating without credentials, or maybe without the certificates from the major health facilities, and they are doing this underground. Like they are online, some of them that are online maybe, and if you follow up, you will find that they are not actually, what is the name that I'm gonna be used, they are actually not let me try to think about the accredited or accreditations. Okay, they have not been accredited or accredited. It is even hard for me to speak, but I think you are getting the point that I'm saying. They are not licensed by the government, by the ministry, or maybe they are just doing their own thing there. They are private sectors. And in such situations, if you find, or maybe you happen to find a doctor who is operating in such situation, in case of anything, remember, it's going to be very difficult for you to follow up, for you to maybe to do maybe to get the best result that you want if you're coming for your surgical or maybe cosmetic surgery here. So be very careful, because that one can be very dangerous to you. For me, it feels like it is a scam, because if you want to operate your business, whichever business you are in, even if it is a private sector, you must make sure that you are actually have the license to do so, and you are actually operating under the regulations of the Ministry of Health and also other things. Okay, now coming to my second point, my number two thing that I feel like it might be a scam, and you must be very careful, it is in terms of actually misleading information, or maybe false advertisement. Now what I mean is that you find that maybe on online, or maybe wherever you are getting your information, there is a certain group, or maybe not even a group, this a clinic, I'm going to be using the name clinic, or maybe this doctor who claims that they are doing surgical, maybe professional surgical surgeries here, cosmetic surgeries here. Let's say if they are dealing with maybe rhinoplasty, and if you look at their profile, most of them, they have Instagram. If you look at their profiles, yes, they have the numbers. Okay, the numbers are there. They might be having a lot of followers, and also they have pictures which are actually picture perfect, like they are just perfect before and after. And you might want to be actually, like, when you see that picture, you will be interested and you will say that I want to be like that. Maybe if you have a nose, you want to do your rhinoplasty, and you're coming here and you see that picture, it's gonna allure you to actually want to try to have your surgical surgeries here, like your cosmetic surgeries here. And then when you conduct that doctor, they're gonna start talking to you. They're going to tell you the details they want, and then you book a flight, you come to Turkey, and then you do your thing here. But after that, still you find that the results compared, or maybe if you compare it with the pictures they have posted on social media, it is not giving that vibe. You understand what I'm saying? So you find that they are, in terms of actually, they are using pictures that have been maybe edited. Even the videos they are using, maybe they are using from one place to another place, but they have edited these videos to mislead you so that you can be attracted to their business, or maybe to their profile, so that you can actually start talking to them. But the results, at the end of the day, you won't get what you are looking for, or what you came to do here in Turkey. So be very, very careful about such situations. And I know it can be very difficult, especially if you are not here. If you have never been in Turkey, it can be very difficult for you to verify an account that is using such kind of pictures or videos. But luckily, if you have someone, or maybe if you know someone in Turkey, or maybe you are thinking of actually coming to Turkey, you don't know anyone, and you don't know which clinic is best for you, you can still look at me, or maybe you can still inbox me or contact me, and I'm gonna suggest to you some of the best result surgeons who have given the best results according to their professionalism. So that is what I wanted to share with you. Be very careful about the pictures you see online. Some of the things that they post, they have been edited, because they are working with professional editors who can actually lure you into falling in this kind of traps. But the results, when you come here, they are not the same thing that you're gonna be having as posted on their social media. So that is the number two that I want to share with you. Okay. Now, my third point, or my third scam that you should be always aware about when you are coming to do your cosmetic surgeries here in Turkey, it is in terms of actually maybe not false, but low quality materials, and also low quality implants. Okay. Now, what I mean is that you get online, and then you start chatting with this doctor. They have amazing team in terms of actually communication. You book your flight, you come to Turkey, you do everything, you go the surgery, yes, as you have scheduled, and then the results are out, but you don't get the best result. Maybe you will get still the best, as maybe for the first few months you get what you were looking for, and you think that that is the best thing that you have done to yourself. But in reality, that you will understand as time goes, that they used maybe low materials, or maybe low implants, or maybe not good materials in terms of the procedures they were doing. For instance, if you're coming maybe for, let's say, a BBL, you want a big nyash. Okay, you want big nyash. I might be going for one, and then you find that these implants that are using, they are not of high quality. They are not of the quality that is needed, or according to the standard. And when you go, you will find that you will have the results, yes, but it won't last for long before you start feeling unsure, feeling maybe infections, or maybe the results are not giving you the vibes that you wanted, because they are doing this to actually, because they don't want to have that a lot of cost. They want to keep the profit they are getting to themselves, and they are not giving the customers or their clients the best results possible according to their health standards. So you must be very careful of such scenarios, because it can happen. And the bad side is that maybe you don't know, or maybe you are not aware of the implant they are using or material they are using. But for you as a patient, you are the one who is being paying everything. You are the one paying for yourself. You are the one who is being operated on. It is good to ask the doctors that you are dealing with. The questions are unnecessary. If you have any question, make sure that don't be afraid. Okay, I have seen a lot of girls who are actually bold enough to ask which type of implants they are using, which type of material they're going to be using on their bodies. You must go into details. Even if it is a hair transplant, ask the questions that you are feeling that are actually needed to be asked, so that you know what you are getting into, okay, before coming here in Turkey. Okay, so that is the thing that I wanted to share with you. Okay. Now, another scam that you should be aware here in Turkey when it comes to cosmetic surgeries, it is in terms of actually pressure cell tactics. Now, this one, I think most of you might be wondering, what am I even talking about? This one is whereby maybe your goal was to actually to do a rhinoplasty, and then you talk to your doctor or to this doctor, and then you book everything, you book your flight, like you schedule everything, you send the doctor the pictures, the things that they want, and then you come here in Turkey. But during that negotiation, or maybe during that time of talking, maybe you have another problem. Maybe you want to lift your boobs, or maybe you want to do your breast augmentation, and you are still wondering, can I do the both of them? Or maybe you have a certain part of your body that you feel like you need to change, or you need to do a surgery on, and then you're just thinking, maybe you give this doctor a hint that maybe I was thinking to do this and this, and I think my aim was actually rhinoplasty. When these doctors know that you want to do a certain thing, or a second thing, they're gonna pressure you to make maybe by giving you a discount, maybe telling you, oh, we can handle both of them, we can do the BBL, we can do maybe the hair transplant, we can still do the rhinoplasty. For me, I feel like if you're coming to do a rhinoplasty, you are coming to work on your nose, you should still, or you should be in a position to deal with doctors, especially clinics which are actually professionally not only, but actually aiming, their main aim is about the nose and not the BBL. Because if you generalize this thing, one clinic, you might not find the best result. If they are dealing with everything, you might be suspicious, and like, how do they even operate everything? I'm not denying we have such kind of clinics that are operating everything, but for me, I prefer going step by step. If I'm dealing with maybe my nose, let me deal with my nose with one doctor or in one clinic. If I want to do a hair transplant, maybe let me try to do it in another hospital or in another clinic with another different doctor. Okay, that way I'll make sure that I'm getting the best result in terms of actually rating all these doctors who are actually giving me the results. Now, you must not actually be convinced by any doctor if you don't want to do it, and if you feel like you are being pressured, then you need to pause and try to think. Otherwise, find other clinics and also compare their prices, compare their talks, compare their way of understanding what they want to do to your body, because it is your body, girl. You need to be very careful, because these things, when they do to you, or maybe when they do a surgery, reversing or maybe doing another revision, it is costly, and also it can have other complications. So be very careful. Okay. Now, my fifth scam that I need you to be very careful, it is in terms of hidden scams. Not hidden scams, hidden cost rather. Now, this one is whereby you get in touch with this particular doctor, and then they give you a low price in terms of actually the surgery that you are coming to do. And then once you are here, they're gonna add more money compared to what you actually had discussed. Maybe if you're coming to do maybe your liposuction, and then you had agreed maybe on 3,000 maybe euros, and then everything, including the post-care procedure, and also including just everything minus the flight and the stuff that you're going to spend on traveling. And then when you come here, you'll find that they are asking you to maybe to add on maybe a certain fee for maybe anesthesias, or maybe a certain fee for maybe extra things that maybe they are operating there. Even the post care, you need to pay for it, or the revision, you need to pay for it. So you'll find that they have hidden hidden procedures or hidden costs that were not discussed earlier. So for you as a patient, before even you booking a flight, before even agreeing to anything, you must make sure that you are actually asking all the details, the breakdown of everything that you're going to be spending and the total amount you are needed to pay. If possible, make screenshot, maybe attach anywhere you want to attach this conversation, so that when you come here they are not telling you otherwise. If you had agreed that you're going to be paying this particular amount, when you come here, unless otherwise, do not pay more than you had actually discussed. Okay, even if it is maybe something has gone wrong, maybe they want a revision or something and they're telling you need to pay for this. If you had discussed earlier and they had agreed that you're going to be having this procedure at this particular amount, do not pay extra amount for anything. Okay, so make sure that you are getting the breakdown. Ask the surgeon questions. Ask what are they offering, the post care operation or post care services, what is included in their package, so that you are actually understanding what you are getting yourself into. Otherwise, that's what I wanted to share with you. Be very careful of this extra cost, and at the initial tell or initial time they were not there, so be very careful about them. Okay, another scam that I want you to be aware of, it is in terms of lack of actually adequate consent or adequate information. For instance, if you're coming to do your rhinoplasty here in Turkey and you are talking with this doctor and then they just rush you up, like they tell you this and this, they are not going into details, and also they are not telling you any information of any risk or maybe any other alternatives. They're not telling you information what might come or the outcome of the procedure, or what are other maybe other implications, or maybe other stuff that can actually come together with the procedure that you are doing. If they are denying you the information, then that should be give you, or that should send something to you, and you must understand that that is not right, because you have a right to ask question, you have a right to get all the necessary information, you have a right to do like to get adequate information before even signing any consult, or maybe information about the procedure that they want to do to you. So be very careful. Now, I know most operations here, or maybe most services here that are actually doing cosmetic surgery, they have at least people who can speak in different languages, including English. But for you to understand better, it is better for you to actually get even the local person, maybe person who can understand Turkish, people who have results, people who have used that clinic and they have information about that particular clinic, so that you are not falling into this kind of traps. Okay, now like I said, if you are thinking of someone to help you, maybe you want to get the best surgeons here. I'm not a surgeon, but I know some of the surgeons here who have best rates, or maybe they have best procedures in terms of their services, in terms of professionalism. Okay, now, last but not least, it is in terms of actually poor post-care services. You found that you came to do your surgeries here and the post-care services are just poor. They are not giving you anything. They are not even offering anything to you. And that should give you a hint that this is not the right thing to do. Okay, because if you're coming for your medical surgical surgeries here, you have paid everything, you have done everything, you should be getting enough post-care services in terms of the medicals, in terms of any revisions, in terms of any question, in terms of anything that is needed to make you feel better. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my little girl. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Until next time again, let me see you in my next videos. Bye.